Midnight in the valley, and the shadows are officially longer than the trees. You're listening to 96.6, The Dead Zone. I'm Marcus, broadcasting from the basement of the old Grange Hall, where the walls are made of stone and the air is made of secrets. Beside me, as always, is Shane, who appears to be having a staring contest with a digital stopwatch.
It's not a contest, Marcus. It's a forensic investigation. Good evening, Overtake. I'm Shane, and I am currently staring at a digital paradox that is making my skin crawl. I stayed late last week to archive the show. I looked at the raw file. The timestamp for the recording session was exactly 60 minutes. 1 hour. I was here. I watched the physical clock on that wall.
It was a brisk 60, Shane. I felt like we barely got through the weather before the needles hit the red.
Exactly. But when I hit export on the station computer, the file size tripled. And when I played it back, the audio was 2 hours and 12 minutes long. I sat there in the dark and listened to the whole thing. There are entire segments, conversations we never had. It's like the recording didn't just capture what we said, it captured what we could have said.
That's just audio bloat, kid. The air in Overtake is thick with humidity and unspent thoughts. When you put it through a high-sensitivity microphone, it tends to expand to fill the available space. It's like popcorn. You start with a handful of kernels, you add a little heat, and suddenly you've got a bucket full of noise that wasn't there before.
Popcorn does not create 60 minutes of new, coherent dialogue. I heard us talking about the Founders Day Festival before we even sat down to write the notes for it. I checked the waveforms. They aren't loops. They aren't glitches. It's high-fidelity impossible. I called the software company's tech support, and the guy just laughed and asked if I was calling from The Gap. What is The Gap, Marcus? Is that a local ISP?
It's where the time goes when no one is using it, Shane. Look, you're looking for a bug in the code, but you're living in a town that's one big hardware error. You should be happy. You're giving the listeners double the content for the price of a single hour. That's just good business. Most DJs have to work for their overtime. You're just manifesting it.
It's not good business. It's a haunting. I've replaced the hard drives. I've swapped the gold-plated cables for shielded copper. If this episode comes out as 3 hours tonight, I'm quitting and becoming a lighthouse keeper.
We don't have a coast, Shane, but we do have a lighthouse in the middle of the Millers Creek cornfields. The light doesn't rotate, it just blinks in Morse code. Usually just says help over and over. You'd hate the commute, and the stairs are incredibly judgmental.
I'm monitoring the recording clock. If it ticks up 2 seconds for every 1 second of real time, I'm pulling the master fader and we're going to dead air. True, silent, 60 second per minute dead air.
Keep your eyes on the clock, Shane. But remember, in Overtake, the clock is usually watching you back. 96.6, The Dead Zone. Let's get some music in here before Shane tries to dismantle the motherboard with a letter opener.
That's great, it starts with an earthquake. Birds and snakes and aeroplanes and Lenny Bruce and not afraid. I have a hurricane, listen to yourself churn. World serve its own needs, don't serve your own needs. Beat it off an off-speed, grunt no strength. The ladder starts to clatter with the fear of height. Down high, wire in a fire. Represent 7 games and a government for hire and a combat site. Left or western coming in a hurry with the furries western down your neck. Team by team reported proper Trump tether grab. Look at that low, playing fine. Then, overflow population common group. But it'll do, save yourself, serve yourself. World serves its own needs, listen to your heart bleed. Tommy with the raptured and the reverend and the right. Patriotic slam fight, bright light, feeling ready, side. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. 6 o'clock TV hour, don't get caught in foreign towers. Slash and burn, return, listen to yourself churn. Lock him in uniform, book burning, blood letting every motive escalate. Armo incinerate, light a candle, light a motive, step down. Watch your heel crush, oh. This means no fear, cavalier, renegade, and steering clear. I'll turn 'em in, I'll turn 'em in, I'll turn 'em in. Lies offer me solutions, offer me alternative. It's the It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. The other night I drifted nice, Continental drip divide, Mountain City, Line, Leonard Bernstein, Leonid Brezhnev, Lenny Bruce and Lester Banks, birthday party, cheesecake, jelly bean, boom. Be a symbiotic, patriotic, slam but neck, right. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. And I feel fine. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. Whoa, I'm breaking in, shaping up and checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones, enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Radioactive, radioactive. Welcome to the new age, welcome to the new age. I raise my flag and dye my clothes. Evolution, I suppose. We're painted red to fit right in. Whoa, I'm breaking in, shaping up and checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. I'm waking up, feel it in my bones, enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Radioactive, radioactive. Welcome to the new age, welcome to the new age. All systems go. The sun hasn't died. Deep in my bones, straight from inside. I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones, enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. I'm radioactive, radioactive. Welcome to the new age, welcome to the new age.
We are back. It's the Sunday after the Silas Overtake Jubilee, and I am currently looking at the official incident report from the Sheriff's Office. Marcus, it's 40 pages long. It's written in purple crayon, and the first entry simply says, "The parade began at 9 a.m. and ended in 1952.
A classic Silas-style kickoff. You have to admit, the vintage float with the real, live passenger pigeons was a nice touch. You don't see craftsmanship like that anymore.
The birds were extinct, Marcus. They were literally flickering. But let's talk about the main event, the unveiling of the secret map. The mayor stood on the podium, pulled the velvet sheet off the display, and it was just a mirror, a giant, ornate mirror. People started screaming. Why were they screaming?
Because they weren't looking at their reflections, Shane. They were looking at the versions of themselves that didn't move to overtake. I saw myself as a very successful orthodontist in Chicago. I had a boat, Shane, a real boat that stayed on top of the water. It was horrifying. Most people can't handle that kind of what if on an empty stomach.
I saw a version of me working at a high-end tech firm. I had a clean shirt and a watch that worked. But that's not the point. The point is that the secret map caused a localized gravitational collapse. For 10 minutes, everyone in the town square weighed exactly 4 ounces. The local Boy Scout troop had to tie themselves to the statue of Silas just to keep from drifting into the troposphere.
It helped with the pie-eating contest, though. You can eat a lot more blueberry cobbler when you're technically lighter than the crust. But we should probably address the silent fireworks issue. I've had 3 emails from listeners claiming they can still see them.
Thank you. I was going to bring that up. It is Sunday night. The festival ended 18 hours ago. But if you look out the studio window toward the valley, there are still giant, silent bursts of neon green and phosphorus white hanging in the air. They aren't falling. They aren't fading. They're just stuck.
They aren't stuck, Shane. They're just pondering. The light from the Jubilee is very contemplative. It wants to make sure everyone saw the finale. If you find them distracting, just squint. Or do what the Henderson family did. They used the glow from a hovering firework to light their backyard barbecue. Free illumination, courtesy of the founder.
It's a chemical lingering. It's a specific type of heavy metal pyrotechnic that reacts with the valley's sulfur deposits. It's not pondering. I'm calling the EPA tomorrow. I want a sweeping of the atmosphere. I want my night sky back to its original, non-neon settings.
The EPA doesn't have a sky vacuum, Shane. Just enjoy the glow. It's the only time of year you can read a book at midnight without turning on a lamp. Anyway, we have a caller on line 4 who claims they accidentally swapped shadows with the Silas statue during the unveiling. Let's see if we can talk them back into their own silhouette.
Hello, you're on with 96.6 Dead Zone Radio. You're speaking with Shane and Marcus. Please tell me you're calling to report a rational, explainable technical malfunction.
I wish I was, Shane. This is Elias, over on Baker Street. I was at the Jubilee yesterday, standing right in the front row when the mayor unveiled that mirror. I looked in, saw myself as a professional ballroom dancer, and felt a sharp tug at my heels. When I walked away, I noticed my shadow wasn't following my feet.
Elias, it was a high noon sun. Shadows get shorter, they shift angles based on the position of the...
No, Shane. My shadow is 10 feet tall. It's wearing a heavy overcoat and holding a brass sextant. When I wave my hand, it stays perfectly still. And Marcus, I walked past the statue of Silas Overtake on the way home. The statue doesn't have a shadow anymore. Just a bright patch of white concrete where the darkness should be.
Classic Silas. He always was a social climber. He's tired of standing in the square, so he's hitched a ride with you to see the rest of the town. How's he behaving, Elias? Is he being a quiet roommate?
He's standing on my living room wall right now, Marcus. He's just staring at my bookshelf. I think he's judging my taste in fiction. And every time I try to turn on a lamp, the bulb just flickers and dies. He likes the dark. I think he's trying to expand his territory.
Elias, listen to me. This is a psychological projection brought on by the visual echo of the fireworks and the high contrast lighting of the mirror unveiling. Your retinas are scorched. You're seeing a negative image of a tall shape because you stared at the statue for too long. It's an after image.
An after image doesn't move my furniture, Shane. I woke up this morning and all my chairs were facing the north wall. And the shadow, it's starting to make a sound. Like parchment paper being torn, very slowly.
That's him unfolding, Elias. He's probably looking for his old office. Baker Street used to be a swamp back in his day. If he starts pointing toward your basement, don't follow the gesture. He's a bit of a prankster when it comes to cellar doors.
Don't listen to him, Elias. Go to the hardware store, buy the brightest industrial work light they have, and aim it directly at that wall. Physics dictates that a shadow cannot exist without an obstruction of light. If you flood the room, the founder has to evaporate.
Or he'll just get a higher resolution, Shane. You have to be careful with high wattage bulbs. You might just give him enough contrast to step off the wall entirely. Elias, my advice? Offer him a glass of dry sherry and leave a copy of the town charter on the coffee table. He'll be gone by the morning tide. Probably.
The morning tide? We're 300 miles from the...
Elias? Elias! Great, the line is dead. And I'm sure you're going to tell me that the bell I just heard was the sound of history or some other nonsense.
Actually, that was just the station's toaster finishing a bagel. But the timing was impeccable. Let's get back to the music before Silas decides he wants to co-host the midnight slot.
Let the cool night air flow. Another busy day done. Feel the tension go low. Rolling up the healing of the nation for the sun goes down. Sweetest sense of Miller in the whole of the town. Watch the little ribbon of smoke climb up to the moon. Gonna shift my perspective, gonna get there soon. The world moves too fast. The trouble is too loud. But here in the silence I can float up on a cloud. I send a smoke signal up to the deep sky. Watch the echo stretch the note as my worries fly. The rhythm is slow, slow, slow. Everything's on delay. Dubwise meditation to clear the pathway. We don't need no speed now, we just need the groove. One drop percussion. Got nothing left to prove. Sinking in the cushion, feel the fabric of time. Loosen the voice in my head, just stop with the fussing. Every little sound is a symphony, clean and precise. The hum of the fridge is a new musical device. The bass line is calling me deep, deep, deep. While the skanking rhythm is the promise that I keep. Eyes are getting heavy, but the mind is light and free. Just a gentle vibration running right through me. I send the smoke signal up to the deep sky. Watch the echo stretch the note as my worries fly. The rhythm is slow, slow, slow. Everything's on delay. Dubwise meditation to clear the pathway. We don't need no speed now, we just need the groove. One drop percussion. Got nothing left to prove. One drop percussion. Got nothing left to prove. The baseline walks, then stumbles, then walks again. A single chord rang out. It repeats, it repeats, it repeats, beats, beats off the reach time. The rim shot click. The echoes bounced off the wall, lost in the space between the beats. Yeah, no need for a fast boat, just a natural remedy and float. I see the light, I feel the truth. One love, one breath, that's the groove. Just shout whenever, and I'll be there. You are my love, you are my heart, and we will never, ever, ever be apart. Are we an item? Girl, quit playing. We're just friends. What are you saying? Said there's another, and look right in my eyes. My first love broke my heart for the first time, and I was like, baby, 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 oh, like baby, baby, no, like baby, 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 no, like baby, 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 oh. I thought you'd always be mine, mine. Thought you'd always be mine, mine. Oh, for you I would've done whatever. Oh, and I just can't believe we ain't together. And I wanna play it cool, but I'm losing you. I'll buy you the thing, I'll buy you the ring. And I'm in pieces, baby. And just shake me till you wake me from this bad dream. I'm going down, 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 down. And I just can't believe my first love won't be around. And I'm like, baby, 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 oh, like baby, 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 no, like baby, 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 no, like baby, 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 oh. I thought you'd always be mine, mine. I thought you'd always be mine, mine. When I was 13, I had my first love. There was nobody that compared to my baby, and nobody came between us nor could ever come above. She had me going crazy. Oh, I was starstruck. She woke me up daily. Don't need no Starbucks. She made my heart pound and skip a beat when I see her in the street, in the school, on the playground. But I really wanna see her on the weekend. She knows she got me dazing, 'cause she was so amazing. And now my heart is breaking, but I just keep on saying, oh, like baby, 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 no. Baby, 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 oh. I thought you'd always be mine. Thought you'd always be mine. I watched you change into a fly. I looked away, you were on fire. I watched the change in you. It's like you never had wings. Now you feel so alive. I watched you change.
I took you home, set you on the glass. I pulled off your wings, then I laughed. I watched it change in you. It's like you never had wings. Now you feel so alive. I watch you change.
It's like you never. I look at the cross, then I look away. Give you the gun, blow me away. I watch it change in you. It's like you never had wings. Now you feel so alive. I watch you change. Now you feel alive. You feel alive. You feel alive. I watch you change. It's like you never had wings.
You've changed. You've changed. You've changed.
And we're back. 96.6, The Dead Zone. You're listening to the sound of the valley breathing. I'm Marcus, and I've just been informed that the song we played 10 minutes ago hasn't actually finished for some of you. If you're still hearing the cello solo, just hum along until you sync back up with the present.
It's a digital buffering issue, Marcus. It's not a temporal delay. I'm Shane, and I've spent the break trying to scrub the smell of ozone out of my headset. Let's get to the bins. So, it's tradition after the Founders Day Festival that the station acts as a neutral drop-off for anything people found that doesn't belong to them. Usually it's keys or wallets. But this year, Marcus, the bin in the lobby is humming. I opened it up and I found a collection of things that defy every law of property and physics.
The Jubilee is a high transfer event, Shane. When the reality thinning happens during the unveiling, things tend to migrate from one pocket to another. What have we got in the pile?
Item number 1, a set of car keys for a 1992 Saturn. That would be fine, except the keys are made of solid ice. They aren't melting, even under the studio lights. They're freezing the bottom of the bin. I checked the parking lot. There isn't a Saturn for 3 counties.
Those belong to Cold Start Calvin. He lives up on the ridge where the frost never thaws. He doesn't drive the car. He just uses the keys to keep his groceries fresh. Just leave them in the freezer next to the popsicles. He'll find his way here by the scent of the Freon.
Item number 2, a pocket watch that doesn't have numbers. It has names. Your name is on it, Marcus. My name is on it. And there's a third hand that's spinning so fast it's creating a small vortex. It's labeled the next one.
Oh, put that back. That's a lineage tracker. It doesn't tell you the time, it tells you who's currently responsible for the town's equilibrium. If the third hand is spinning, it means the position of town protector is currently vacant. I wouldn't touch it too much, Shane, or the watch might decide you're the best candidate for the job. It's a very demanding role, mostly involves standing in fields and shouting at clouds.
I'm not a town protector. I'm a broadcast engineer. Ugh. And finally, this. It's a jar. It's labeled Jubilee Laughter 1954. There's a faint gold mist inside, and if you put your ear to the glass, you can hear a crowd of people cheering for a race that ended 70 years ago.
That's a sensory preserve. Someone probably dug that up near the old grandstands. Back then, they used to bottle the atmosphere of the festival so they could get through the winter. If you open that jar in a small room, everyone inside will feel a sudden, overwhelming urge to buy a corn dog and vote for Eisenhower.
It's a pressurized gas. It's probably a mixture of nitrogen and aged pheromones that survived in a vacuum seal. It's not distilled joy. I'm tempted to open it just to prove that it'll just smell like old basement air.
I wouldn't, Shane. The 54 Jubilee ended in a massive thunderstorm that turned the town square into a lake. If you crack that seal, we might need a lifeboat to finish the broadcast. Just put the jar next to the ice keys. Let the past chill out for a while.
I'm putting a do not touch sign on the bin, and I'm wearing gloves for the rest of the night. 96.6, The Dead Zone. We're going to take a quick music break before we come back with the static weather report, which I'm sure will involve more probability rain.
Canvas, untouched sheets of clay were laid spread out before me. Everybody wants it. All 5 horizons. some kids at play, I can feel their laughter. So why do I see her? And twisted thoughts that spin around my head. I'm spinning, oh, I'm spinning. How quick the sun can drop away. Now my bitter ends cradle broken glass of what was everything. All the pictures have all been washed in black, tattooed everything. All the love gone bad, turned my world to black, tattooed all I see. All that I am, all I'll be. Yeah. I know someday you'll have a beautiful life. I know you'll be a star in somebody else's sky. But why can't it be mine? Oh, can't it be your fantasy. I'll be your hope, I'll be your love, be everything that you need. I love you more with every breath, truly, madly, deeply down. I wanna start with you on a mountain. I wanna bathe with you in the sea. I wanna lay like this forever until the sky falls down on me. I wanna stay. I wanna bathe with you forever until the sky falls down on me. I wanna stand with you on a mountain. I wanna stand with you.
And we're drifting back into the frequency. 96.6, the dead zone. I'm Marcus. If you feel like the room just got a little colder, don't adjust your thermostat. We just transitioned into the midnight hour, and the shadows are officially taking the lead.
I'm Shane. I've just finished recalibrating the barometer, which is currently spinning like a top. I don't know if that means a storm is coming, or if the air has just given up on gravity entirely. Let's look at the forecast. Alright, looking at the official satellite feed, which for some reason is currently showing me a bird's eye view of a forest that doesn't exist on any map. We have a cold front moving in from the north. It's standard. Highs in the 60s, lows in the 30s. Bring a jacket. It's simple, it's predictable, it's meteorology.
That's the surface weather, Shane. That's for people who only care about their hair. But let's look at the static forecast. I've been listening to the white noise between the stations, and the texture is getting grainy, like the air is full of microscopic velvet.
It's pollen. It's seasonal allergies. It's not velvet air. My sensors are picking up a slight increase in particulate matter, likely from the Jubilee bonfire they lit last night. It's soot, Marcus, not fabric.
The static doesn't lie, Shane. Tomorrow, we're looking at a 70% chance of yesterday. If you go outside around noon, don't be surprised if you see your neighbor driving the car he sold 3 years ago, or if the local diner is serving the Tuesday special on a Monday. The timeline is leaking again. It's a temporal drizzle. It'll be gone by sunset, but I'd avoid making any long-term plans during the lunch hour.
A temporal drizzle? Is that what we're calling a common deja vu spike now? It's a neurological glitch. When people are tired and overstimulated from a festival, their brains misfire and think they're reliving a moment. It's not the weather, it's just collective exhaustion.
Tell that to the rain, kid. At 3 p.m., we're expecting a heavy downpour of vocal echoes. It won't get you wet, but if you stand out in the garden, you'll hear every secret you've ever told a cat. It's going to be a very loud, very embarrassing afternoon for the folks over on Elm Street.
I'm looking at the Doppler radar. It shows clear skies. There are no secret-filled clouds approaching. I've set up a rain gauge on the roof. If it fills up with shame or lost memories instead of water, I will personally eat my technician's manual.
I'd get some salt and pepper ready then, Shane. Also, a quick, high-pressure warning for the downtown area. The gravity is going to be exceptionally thick around the courthouse. If you feel like your shoes weigh 50 pounds, just walk slower. The ground is just feeling a bit clingy after all that dancing at the Jubilee.
Clingy ground, right. I'm putting clear skies on the station website. Anything else is just creative fiction. 96.6, the dead zone. We're going to head back to the music, hopefully before the yesterday starts falling, and I have to explain why I'm wearing the same tie I wore 3 years ago.
It's a good tie, Shane. It deserved a second chance. Here's a track to help you weather the internal storm.
You remind me of the babe with the power of voodoo. You do remind me of the babe. I saw my baby crying hard as babe could cry. What could I do? My baby's love had gone and left my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Puppy dog tails. Then baby said, dance, magic dance. Dance, magic dance. Put that baby spell on me. Jump, magic jump. Jump, magic jump. Put that magic jump on me. Slap that baby, make him free. I saw my baby trying hard as babe could try. What could I do? My baby's fun had gone and left my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Puppy dog tails. Then baby said, dance, magic dance. Dance, magic dance. Put that baby spell on me. Jump, magic jump. Jump, magic jump. Put that magic jump on me. Slap that baby, make him free. Dance, magic dance. Dance, magic dance. Put that baby spell on me. You remind me of the babe. The babe with the power. Power of voodoo. You do. Remind me of the babe. Dance, magic. What kind of magic spell to use? Father alive, something frightening. Dance, magic dance. Dance, magic dance. Put that baby spell on me. Yeah. Jump, magic jump. Jump, magic jump. Put that magic jump on me. Slap that baby, make him free. Dance, magic dance. Oh, dance, magic dance. Magic jump on me. Slap that baby, slap that baby, make him free. Dance, magic dance. Dance, magic One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em I'm a hookah smoking caterpillar has just small. When the man on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go, and you've just had some kind of mushroom, and your mind is moving low. Go ask Alice. I think she'll know. When logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head. Remember what the dormouse said. Feed your head. Feed your yeah.
And we've returned. You're listening to 96.6, The Dead Zone. I'm Marcus, and if the music you hear feels like it is playing inside your teeth, don't worry. That's just our high-fidelity bone conduction transmitter acting up again. It'll fade once you cross the county line.
It's a grounding wire, Marcus. I keep telling you, the studio floor is unshielded. I'm Shane, and I'm currently checking my dental work to make sure I'm not still picking up a top 40 station from 1988. Before we get back into the fallout from the Jubilee, we have to pay the bills. Is the yesterday getting in your eyes? Are you tired of the temporal drizzle ruining your morning commute? At The Overtake, Kronos Glass Company, we believe you shouldn't have to see the past if you aren't in the mood for it. Our patented linear pane windows are specifically engineered to filter out historical overlaps. With our triple glazed, present tense coating, you can look out at your backyard and see exactly what is happening now. Not the Civil War skirmish that happened there in 1862, and certainly not the shopping mall that might be built there in 2045. Perfect clarity, perfect focus, perfect now. We also offer specialty rear view mirrors for your car, guaranteed to show you the road behind you without any of the hitchhikers from the 1970s appearing in the back seat. Overtake Kronos Glass, because looking back is only for people who aren't currently driving. Visit our showroom on 4th Street, next to the building that looks like a giant birdcage. If you arrive before you leave, your first consultation is free. Marcus, I've been to that showroom. I looked through one of those windows and saw a version of this studio where the walls were painted neon pink, and you were replaced by a very polite golden retriever.
I remember that Tuesday. The dog was a much better listener, Shane, but he was terrible at picking the playlist. Let's get back to the phones.
We've got the lines lighting up like a Christmas tree in July. Let's go to line 1. You're on the air.
Shane, Marcus, it's Beatrice. I was at the Jubilee yesterday. I was part of the Ladies' Auxiliary float. We were supposed to be a living tableau of the first harvest, but something went wrong during the parade.
Beatrice, I saw the auxiliary float. You all looked great. A little staticky around the edges maybe, but the cornucopia was very impressive. What's the problem?
The problem, Shane, is that the parade stopped for everyone else, but for us, it's still going. I'm calling you from the back of the flatbed right now. We've been circling the town square for 32 hours. But here's the thing. The town square is empty. I can see the station lights in the distance, but no matter how fast the truck goes, we never get past the statue of Silas.
Ah, the perpetual procession. It happens when the music from the high school band hits a perfect resonance with the bricks in the pavement. You've been synced into the town's circulatory system, Beatrice. You're like a white blood cell now, just keeping the spirit of the harvest moving.
Marcus, I don't want to be a blood cell. I want to go home. Mrs. Higgins has been holding that giant papier-mâché pumpkin for a day and a half, and she's starting to look, well, she's starting to look like she's made of papier-mâché too. Her skin is getting all fibrous, and she's developed a glaze.
Beatrice, listen to me. This is a classic case of tunnel vision and highway hypnosis. You've been on that float too long, the heat was intense, and you're probably suffering from severe dehydration. The glaze is just sweat. Just tell the driver to pull over. Tap on the glass.
There is no glass, Shane. I went to the front of the truck to talk to the driver, and the cab is empty. The steering wheel is turning itself, and every time we pass the Silas statue, he tips his hat at us. Not the shadow, Shane, the bronze. I heard the metal creak.
He's a polite man, Beatrice. He appreciates a good parade. Now, if you want to get off, you can't just jump. You have to break the rhythm. Does anyone on the float have an instrument? Or maybe a very loud, very modern cell phone ringtone?
Mrs. Higgins has a metronome for her knitting. Would that work?
No, that'll just make the truck go faster. You need something chaotic. Shane, tell her something purely logical. Something so boring it disrupts the magic of the moment.
Oh, I can do that. Beatrice, think about the 2025 tax code amendments regarding non-incorporated municipal festivities and the depreciation of parade float assets over a 5-year fiscal cycle. Focus on the paperwork. Focus on the filing fees.
The depreciation? Wait, the truck is sputtering. The pumpkins, they're turning back into cardboard. I can see the sidewalk. I think we're slowing.
Well done, Shane. You bored a hole right through a temporal loop. I think I heard them hit the curb near the bakery.
I didn't bore a hole. I gave her a reality check. The truck probably just ran out of gas. Let's get to the music before I have to explain the tax implications of ghost statues to any more callers.
Swallow my pride, and I would choke on the rinds, but the lack thereof would leave me empty inside. Swallow my doubt, turn it inside out, find nothing but faith in nothing. Wanna put my tender heart in a blender, watch it spin around to a beautiful oblivion. Rendezvous, then I'm through with you. I burn like a wicker cabinet, chalk white and oh so frail. I see our time has gotten stale. The tick-tock of the clock is painful, all sane and logical. I wanna tear it off the wall. I hear words and clips and phrases. I think sick like ginger ale. My stomach turns and I exhale. I would swallow my pride. I would choke on the reins, but the lack thereof would leave me empty inside. I would swallow my doubt, turn it inside out, find nothing but faith in nothing. Wanna put my tender heart in a blender, watch it spin around to a beautiful oblivion. Rendezvous, then I'm through with you. SoCal is where my mind stays, but it's not my state of blind when your eyes close, sink when you get close, tie me to the bedpost. I alone am the one you don't know you need, you don't know you need me. Make me blind when your eyes close, tie me to the bedpost. I would swallow my pride, I would choke on the rhyme, but the lack thereof leave me empty inside. Swallow my doubt, turn it inside out, find nothing but faith in nothing. Wanna put my tender heart in a blender, watch it spin around to a beautiful oblivion. And I'll live with you. I'll live with you. Yeah. You've been I'm through with you. Yeah. Love. Baby, here I am. I'm the man on the scene. I can give you what you want, but you gotta come home with me. I got some good old loving, and I got some more in store. When I get through throwing it on you, yeah, you gotta come back for more. Those are things that come by the dozen, that ain't nothing but drugstore loving. Hey, little thing, let me light your candle, 'cause mama, I'm so hard to handle now. Here's a rhyme, my action speaks louder than words, and I'm a man of a great experience. I know you got another man, but I can love you better than him. Take my hand, don't be afraid. I'm gonna prove every word I say. I'm advertising love for free, so you can place your ad with me. The boys will come along a dime by the dozen, but ain't nothing but 10-cent loving. Hey, little thing, let me light your candle, 'cause mama, I'm so hard to handle now. Yes, I am. Hard to handle now. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Baby, here I am.
We're back. 96.6, The Dead Zone. If you're just joining us, you've missed a parade that lasted 30 hours and a tax code that saved a woman from becoming a pumpkin. I'm Marcus. It's the time of night when the stars start to look like they're whispering to each other. And frankly, I don't like their tone.
I'm Shane. I'm currently wearing a tinfoil hat. Not because of the aliens, but because the static in the studio is starting to make my hair stand up like a cartoon character. But we have to break the schedule. We have a developing situation in the town square. I'm looking at the live feed from the traffic cam on Main and 4th. Marcus, the silent fireworks, those neon green and phosphorus white bursts that have been hanging motionless in the sky since Friday night, are finally doing something. But they aren't falling, they're vibrating.
The visual echoes are finally catching up with their audio shadows. I told you, Shane, light is lazy, but sound is just fashionably late. Listen, can you hear that? It sounds like 1,000 giant bees humming in harmony, followed by a sharp, metallic clink.
It's not a boom. Fireworks are supposed to go boom. This sounds like someone is dropping a bag of silver coins onto a sheet of glass. And look at the monitor. The decibel meter is spiking into the purple, but the sound isn't coming through the speakers. It's coming from the floorboards?
That's because the fireworks from the 1954 Jubilee weren't filled with gunpowder. They were filled with concentrated gossip. Silas Overtake thought it would be a festive way to clear the air, literally. What you're hearing right now is 70 years of town secrets finally hitting the pavement. Each clink is a whispered confession that's finally reached the ground.
It's seismic activity. The vibration from the cooling gases in the upper atmosphere is causing a resonant frequency in the town's bedrock. I'm looking at the seismograph. It's drawing pictures of... Wait, is that a cat? Why is the seismograph drawing a cat?
Because the Earth has a sense of humor, Shane. But pay attention to the sound. If you listen to the thrum, you can actually hear the results of the 1955 school board election before they were even counted. It's a very informative disaster.
We are receiving reports from listeners downtown. They're saying the silent fireworks are dropping small, glowing sparks that, when they hit the ground, turn into handwritten notes. People are running around with butterfly nets trying to catch their own reputations before their neighbors do.
It's the great transparency Silas promised in his manifesto. He always said the truth would eventually fall from the sky. He just didn't mention it would be neon green and highly flammable. If you're out there, Overtake, don't read the notes that aren't addressed to you. It's bad luck, and it's a great way to get a privacy burn on your fingertips.
I'm calling the fire department, or a librarian. I don't know who handles loud light and paper precipitation. 96.6, The Dead Zone. We're going to music while I try to figure out if our station's insurance policy covers damage by historical revelation.
Oh yeah. Hey. Tick tock, I'm on the clock and I'm feeling like this job's just 9 to 5 and my life away. It's like I'm back in school and I'm in the last class and I'm passing time until the bell ring. Having visions of summertime. Wait a minute now, that's just later tonight. 10 legs and tailgating, it's all up in the moonlight. And by the way, losing up is paid, yeah. Live it up for the weekend. Pour it up at the time of your life. Take a shot for the regrets. Double up and it's bound to get buck wild. Hey ladies, let your head down. We know ain't nobody scared now. Hell no, just do your thing like a spring break. Wake and bake and we're at it again. We live it up for the weekend. Backwoods looking like Panama City. A bunch of jacked up trucks and bikinis. Got a Yeti full of good ideas. Like I ain't worried about driving, I'ma stay right here. And I'ma live it up for the weekend. Pour it up at the time of your life. Take a shot for the regrets. Double up and it's bound to get buck wild. Hey ladies, let your head down. We know ain't nobody scared now. Hell nah, just do your thing like a spring break. Wake and bake and we're at it again. We live it up for the weekend. Somebody said something about church on Sunday. Amen. Somebody said something about work on Monday. again. Live it up for the weekend. Pour it up at the time of your life. Take a shot for the regrets. Double up and it's bound to get buck wild. Hey ladies, let your hair down. We know ain't nobody scared now. Hell no. Just do your thing like a spring break. Wake and bake and we're at it again. We live it up for the weekend. Live it up for the weekend. Yeah, live it up for the weekend. Live it up for the weekend. Yeah, live it up for the weekend. Live it up for the weekend. Live it up for the weekend. Oh yeah, this Romeo is bleeding, but you can't see his blood. It's nothing but some feelings that this old dog kicked up. It's been raining since you left me. Now I'm drowning in the flood. You see, I've always been a fighter, but without you I give up. I can't sing a love song like the way it's meant to be. Well, I guess I'm not that good anymore, but baby, that's just me. And I will love you, baby, always. And I'll be there forever and a day, always. I'll be there till the stars don't shine, till the heavens burst and the words don't rhyme. And I know when I die, you'll be on my mind. And I love you always, always. Now your pictures that you left behind are just memories of a different life. Some that made us laugh, some that made us cry, one that made you have to say goodbye. What I give to run my fingers through your hair, to touch your lips, to hold you near. When you say your prayers, try to understand I've made mistakes, I'm just a man. When he holds you close, when he pulls you near, when he says the words you've been needing to hear. I wish I was him with these words of mine to say to you till the end of time. That I will love you, baby, always. And I'll be there forever and a day, always. If you told me to cry for you, I could. If you told me to die for you, I would. Take a look at my face. There's no price I won't pay to say these words to you. Well, there ain't no luck in these loaded dice, but baby, if you give me just one more try, we can pack up our old dreams and our old lives. We'll find a place where the sun still shines, and I will love you, baby, always. And I'll be there forever and a day, always. I'll be there till the stars don't shine, till the heavens burst and the words don't rhyme. I know when I die, you'll be on my mind, and I love you always, Damn.
You're drifting back into the static with 96.6, the dead zone. I'm Marcus. The silent fireworks are still raining secrets over the town square, and I've been told the downtown area currently smells like old library books in ozone. If you're walking home, try not to step on any confessions.
And I'm Shane, currently trying to explain to a frantic caller that just because a glowing green spark told them their grandfather was a double agent doesn't make it legally binding. People, please, don't believe everything that falls out of a neon cloud. Now, let's hear from the people who keep our lights on, even the ones that won't stop flickering.
Is your past literally hitting the fan? Did a phosphorus spark just reveal your true feelings about the mayor's hairpiece right in front of the man himself? Don't let a 70-year-old firework ruin your Sunday night. Call Edgar's Secrecy Suction. We use industrial-grade amnesia vac technology to clear your driveway of all glowing notes, whispered rumors, and mid-century scandals. Our technicians are federally certified to be profoundly disinterested. They don't read them, they just feed them, straight into our lead-lined incinerator. Whether it's a 1954 love letter that never should have been sent, or a 2026 digital footprint that started to manifest as a physical puddle, Edgar will suck it up and spit it out into the void. We also offer privacy umbrellas for those still stuck in the downtown reveal zone. Edgar's Secrecy Suction, located behind the abandoned bowling alley, the one that only appears during a full moon. If you see us, you've already said too much.
Marcus, I'm pretty sure Edgar is just 3 raccoons in a trench coat with a shop vac. I saw him earlier, and he tried to charge me $5 to vacuum the anxiety off my shadow.
He's an entrepreneur, Shane, and frankly, your shadow has never looked more relaxed. Let's see what else is falling from the sky.
We've got a priority override on line 1. Oh boy, it's Mayor Wickham. Mr. Mayor, you're on the air. Please tell me you've declared a state of emergency.
This is not a drill, Shane. Marcus, get the word out. I am declaring a town-wide level 5 architectural emergency. The silent fireworks, they weren't just light and sound, they were a delivery system. Those glowing green sparks have started to fuse with the buildings.
Fuse? What do you mean fuse? They're sparks, Mr. Mayor. They should just burn out on the shingles.
They aren't burning out. They're rewriting the blueprints. I'm standing in front of City Hall right now, and the north wing has just folded itself into an origami swan. The post office is currently 3 inches tall, and the library is growing wings made of card catalog drawers. The town is literally foundering. Silas Overtake's secret map has gone live, and it's trying to reorganize the streets while we're still standing on them.
The Great Folding. I remember the legends. Silas always said Overtake was just a rough draft. Sounds like the editor finally showed up with a red pen. Mr. Mayor, what are the casualties?
Nobody's hurt, but everybody's misplaced. I just saw the sheriff walk into his own house and come out the front door of the dry cleaners 3 blocks away. The geography is soup, Marcus. I'm ordering all residents to stay exactly where you are. Do not walk through any doors, do not cross any intersections, and for the love of everything, do not look at the moon. It's currently shaped like a hexagon, and I think it's trying to synchronize with the traffic lights.
This is impossible. You can't rearrange a physical city with pyrotechnics. It's a mass hallucination, a shared spatial distortion caused by the ozone levels.
Shane, my office is currently floating 6 feet off the ground and drifting toward the Millers Creek cornfields. This is not a hallucination, it's a relocation. Tell the people to anchor themselves. Tie yourselves to anything that feels heavy and old. The older the object, the more present it is. If you have a cast iron stove, sit on it. If you have a 19th century Bible, hold it tight. We have to weigh ourselves down until the revision is over.
You heard the man, Overtake. Grab your anchors. The town is being edited. Shane, we need to stay on the air. As long as the station stays in this zip code, we're the only lighthouse they've got.
The signal monitors are fluctuating. The map on the wall just erased the names of all the streets. Mayor, what happens if the revision finishes and we aren't where we started?
Then we'll have a very exciting town hall meeting on Monday morning, provided I can find the building. Stay safe, stay heavy.
Well, Shane, I hope you brought your heavy boots. Looks like we're in for a long night of folding. Let's keep the music playing. Maybe something with a lot of bass to help keep the floor on the ground.
Yo, boom, 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 boom.
Friday night, the week is done. Time to trade the work for fun. But the signal on the couch is weak. A new adventure's what we seek. No scrolling endless recommendation. No algorithms calculation. Just a drop beneath the neon glow. A place where all the movies go. Blockbuster night. And all we want our carpet red. Underneath the yellow and the blue. Decided what we wanted to view. A little looming, but who cares? Oh, we're walking down the aisles again, remembering swallow a sacred shrine, fighting for that last good sign. Be the Titanic on the shelf, gotta grab it for yourself. The staff picks written on the board for hidden gems we all adored, and debates in every movie aisle. Should we rent a classic for a while? Be kind, rewind, the sticker red, a forgotten language in my head. Checking out with that receipt, a perfect flip or a weekend treat. Blockbuster night, in a popcorn, one out carpet right, underneath the yellow and the blue, deciding what we wanted to view. A late fee looming, but who cares? A whole world open on those squares. We're walking down the aisles again, remembering how it was back then. With a movie, and a candy bar, we felt like we were movie stars. Streams and digital, a cinematic ritual. But where's the magic, where's the choice of hearing other people's voice? Talking sequels, heroes, plots, instead of watching lonely dots. There was a social element, a happy time that we all spent in that big box store where dreams took flight. Yeah, we remember Blockbuster night. The scent of popcorn and worn out carpet bright, underneath the yellow and the blue, deciding what we wanted to view. A late fee looming, but who cares? A whole world open on those squares. We're walking down the aisles again, remembering how it was back then. With a movie, and a candy bar, we felt like we were movie stars. Yeah, we felt like movie stars. Blue and yellow, one last flash. The video stories in the past, but the memories, they always last. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Sunrise burning on a Kingston street, yeah. Yeah, the man checking the vibe, feeling the heat here. Yeah, got the delay set low, the reverb high. Gonna lay down a rhythm neath the wide blue sky. Walking past the shop with the old neon sign. Heard a sound from within that was totally mine, but not mine, cause that ain't no shriek. That's so real and a strong. Gotta be Buzzsaw, yeah, the new cat in town. From big city noise and a concrete beat. True, gonna take that distortion and see what we can do. The man on the mix, a Buzzsaw on the axe. Freaky rhythm, gonna loosen up the tax. The man on the mix, a Buzzsaw on the axe. Freaky rhythm, gonna loosen up the tax. Sitting in the back, sweating out the fear. Amp on 11, can nobody hear? Except the feedback screaming and a power chord punch. Been playing the clubs on a caffeine lunch. My fingers bleeding, my voice is getting rough. Think about taking it in, I've had enough. And the door swung open, a cloud of earth smoke rolled in. A brother with dreadlocks, a wise knowing grin. Cause that ain't no shriek, that's so real and a strong. Gotta be, that's so real and a strong. Gotta be Buzzsaw, yeah, the new cat in town. From big city noise and a concrete beat. True, gonna take that distortion and see what we can do. The man on the mix, a Buzzsaw on the axe. Freaky rhythm, gonna loosen up the tax. The man on the mix, a Buzzsaw on the axe. Freaky rhythm, gonna loosen up the tax. Hold up, brother, slow it down. Whoa, whoa, you got the fire, but you need to let it grow. Cut the high end, let the bass drum thump. My wah pedal stuck, what is this dump? No dumping, man, this is space and this is time. Let it echo play, let the signal climb. Now drop that record, 1, 2, 3, and let the vibration set the spirit free. Cause that ain't no shriek, that's a wail and a strum boom. Gotta be Buzzsaw, yeah, the new cat in town. From big city noise and a concrete beat. True, gonna take that distortion
instantly free. No more long division, no more gym. Just one glorious thought for him. Dad would nod, Mom would sigh, and utter words that made me fly. I guess we'll just get Pizza Hut tonight. Oh, the blinding corporate light. Oh, Pizza Hut Friday night, bathed in that red lamp shady glow. The scent of pepperoni and regret from a waitress moving slow. That thick, thick crust, that greasy sheen, a childhood fever dream. And the soundtrack was the wearing of the Pac-Man machine. We pile into the minivan, a sweaty, screaming caravan. I demand to sit in that cool dome, the plastic thing that felt like home. I'd skip the salad bar, a vile green plot for the one thing that I'd got. The power to choose from the bouquet prize menu. Yeah, personal pan for all that reading I said I do. Oh, Pizza Hut Friday night, bathed in that red lampshade glow. The scent of pepperoni and regret from a waitress moving too slow. That thick, thick crust, that greasy sheen, a childhood fever dream. And the soundtrack was the whirring of the Pac-Man machine. The red drink cups were like tiny buckets, sweating ice cold, filled with ruckus, and dipping sticks, the holy grail, doused in garlic butter. Failed to ever stop eating them ever. My pants felt snug, but I was clever. I tried to sneak a peek at the table next door, at the grown-ups drinking beer and shouting score, while I strategically ignored my mother's gaze as I used my personal pan crust like a sugary maze. Oh, Pizza Hut Friday night, bathed in that red lampshade glow. The scent of pepperoni and regret from a waitress moving too damn slow. That thick, thick crust, that greasy sheen, a childhood fever dream. And the soundtrack was the whirring of the Pac-Man machine. A personal pan, a sticky booth, the simple, glorious, greasy truth. Pizza Hut, the palace of my youth. We leave with stained shirts and a smile, a bucket button for a little while. That greasy box, the memory of that fake wood grain. I wish I could go back and eat that pizza again. They say it's the same, but it isn't the same.
We're back on 96.6, The Dead Zone. I'm Marcus. The emergency sirens are still wailing downtown, and I've just been told the hardware store has completely vanished, replaced by a very confused-looking duck pond. If you're currently floating, remember to tuck and roll when the gravity kicks back in.
I'm Shane, and I am currently white-knuckling the edge of the soundboard because the floor just tilted 3 degrees to the left. I'm trying to keep the lines open for emergency updates, but it looks like we have a priority caller. Please, tell me this is a status report on the City Hall folding. Hello? This is the emergency broadcast line. Please state your location and the nature of your structural displacement.
Hey Shane, it's Sarah from The Drip. I'm actually just standing in my kitchen, which, surprisingly, is still exactly where it was 10 minutes ago. I think the coffee beans are acting as a natural grounding agent.
Oh, Sarah, hey. Look, I'm glad you're safe, but the mayor just declared a level 5 architectural emergency. I really should keep the line clear for...
Oh, relax, Shane. The mayor always gets dramatic when the buildings start moving. It's just overtake being overtake. I actually called because I didn't get a chance to tell you yesterday. I really had a great time with you at the Jubilee. Even when the silent fireworks started revealing everyone's bank pins, you were the only one who kept looking at the sky instead of your phone.
He was probably looking for a logical explanation for the neon green clouds, Sarah. He's very dedicated to his denial.
It was cute, Marcus, especially when he tried to scientifically explain why the cotton candy was screaming. You looked very handsome in that high-vis vest, Shane. Very authoritative.
The vest is for safety, Sarah. It has a specific lumen rating for... Wait, you thought it looked authoritative? I mean, I was just trying to manage the crowd flow near the mirror of what-ifs. I didn't want anyone to get stuck in a hypothetical career path.
Well, I liked it. And I was thinking, once the town stops turning into origami and the streets decide where they want to live for the next week, maybe you could come by the shop. I've got a new roast called Event Horizon. It's dark, slightly bitter, and it makes you forget the last 20 minutes of your life. It reminded me of you.
Because I'm dark and bitter? Or because I make you forget things?
Because you're impossible to ignore, Shane. Even when the world is literally folding in half.
I'd take the coffee, Shane. It sounds more stable than the reality we're currently broadcasting from. Sarah, does the offer extend to DJs who aren't wearing high-vis vests?
Only if you can convince Shane to stop checking the barometer for 5 minutes. Anyway, I'll let you get back to your emergency. Stay safe, Shane. Don't let the studio fold you into a paper crane.
I won't. I'll see you for that Event Horizon. Tomorrow. If tomorrow still exists.
It's a date. Bye.
A date, Shane? In the middle of an architectural collapse? That's the most overtake thing you've ever done. You're finally assimilating.
I am not assimilating. I'm supporting a local business. And she's right. Coffee is a grounding agent. It's dense. Now, can we please get back to the fact that the library is currently flying over the interstate?
Let the books fly, Shane. You've got a date. Let's play something romantic, or at least something that doesn't sound like a building being crumpled.
What is this?
I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. Cause the power you're supplying, it's electrifying.
You better shape up, cause I need a man, and my heart is set on you. You better shape up, you better understand. To my heart, I must be true.
Nothing left for me to do.
You're the one that I want.
You are the one I want. The one that I want. You are the one I want.
when I go out. Yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I have yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm working, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, oh, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And if I grow old, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing old with you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm lonely, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely without you. And when I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. When I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I come home, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home with you. I'm gonna be the man who's coming home with you. But I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. And I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. The show is over, close the storybook. there will be no one call. No, the random hand that I have shook, well, they're reaching for the door. I watch the backs as they leave, single file. You stood stubborn, cheering all the while. I know I can be colorful. I know I can be great. And I know there's losers living fortunate. 'Cause I know you will love me the way. Most were being good, for goodness sake, but you wouldn't pan to me. You are more beautiful when you awake than most in a lifetime. Through the haze that is my memory, you stayed for drama, though you paid for a comedy. I know I can be colorful. I know I can be great. And I know there's losers living fortunate. I know you will love me the way. Look ahead, as far as you can see. We live in drama, but we'll die in a comedy. I know I can be colorful when you live in black and white. I know I can be great. My colors fade away, and I know there's losers living fortunate. I know you love me the way. I know I can be colorful when you live in black and white. I know I can be great. My colors fade away, and I know there's losers living fortunate. I know you will love me. Yes, I know you will love me. I know you will love me the way. Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me, ease my mind. Imagine how the world could so very fine. Oh, yeah, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. We'll build a world where time is standing still. As lovers will end every day, the sun will shine upon the hill. Yeah, yeah, you. So happy together, so happy together. Oh. And if the world should ever stop its spin, or let us into secrets that the lonely hearts could never win, I'll keep you closer than a summer breeze with perfect ease. You're everything I ever need, my soul to please. Me and you and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you. And you for me. So happy together, together, together. We're happy together. So happy together, together, together. We're happy together. So happy together, yeah. So happy together. And how is the weather? So happy together. We're happy together. So happy together.
And we're back for the final descent into the small hours. 96.6, the dead zone. I'm Marcus. The sirens have died down, mostly because the fire station has relocated to a higher dimension where sound doesn't travel quite as fast. If you see a fire truck drifting past your second-story window, give the boys a wave. They're just waiting for the great folding to settle.
I'm Shane. I am currently holding a cup of cold coffee and staring at the date I have scheduled for a tomorrow that might be happening on a different street corner. But for now, the signal is holding. The towers are still standing, even if the ground they're built on is currently feeling a bit flexible.
We're going to drop into one last block of sound before we pack it in and see what's left of the town. This is for the people currently sitting on their cast iron stoves, for the folks holding on to their heavy Bibles, and for Sarah over at the Drip. Thanks for keeping Shane's feet on the ground, even if his head is still in the clouds.
I'm not in the clouds, Marcus. I'm checking the atmospheric pressure, which is currently reading as purple. I don't even have a purple setting on this gauge.
Then just enjoy the color, kid. To the rest of you, If your house is currently an origami swan, just remember to keep the windows closed. It's a long way down once the paper starts to tear. We're going to let the needles hit the red one more time. Here's a track that sounds like the space between two heartbeats. We'll be back to close out the night after this.
When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You flow like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. She's running out the door. She's running out. She's running out. She run, 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 run. Yeah, run, 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 Whatever makes you happy, whatever you want, you're so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here. Oh, 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 but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't belong here.
We are back. 96.6, the dead zone. The sky outside the studio window is currently a bruised shade of violet, and the horizon line looks like it's been tucked behind a giant sofa cushion. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Shane. I've just confirmed that the station's front door now opens directly into the middle of the municipal pool. So, if you're planning on dropping off any lost and found items tonight, bring your swim fins. But first, one last word from the people who keep our transmitters humming while the world goes crooked.
Is your bungalow beginning to billow? Is your split level looking a little too much like a paper airplane? When the Founders Day folding starts, don't just drift away. Get heavy with the Overtake Anchor and Foundry. We specialize in ontological weight. Our custom-forged lead and iron foundation stakes are guaranteed to keep your property in the 21st century, even when the street is trying to migrate to 1890. We offer a wide range of anchors, from our studio-grade lead boots for the local professional to our basement ballast, 10 tons of pure, Unrefined reality dumped right into your crawl space. Overtake Anchor and Foundry, because in this town, the only thing keeping you from the stratosphere is how much you're willing to weigh. Located on South Street, at least until the next gust of wind, look for the building that isn't moving.
Well, that's the show. The town is currently shaped like a geometric fever dream, the mayor is floating toward the cornfields, and I've got a date with a barista in a shop that might be 3 towns over by tomorrow morning. Marcus, I think I've reached my limit for data corruption for one night.
You did well, kid. You survived the folding with your sanity mostly intact, even if your barometer is currently screaming. Look out there. The silent fireworks are finally burning out. The secrets are settling into the soil. The green glow is fading, and the origami buildings are starting to find their new, permanent addresses.
I just hope my car hasn't turned into a unicycle. 96.6, The Dead Zone. We're signing off. I'm Shane, and I'm going to go see if I can find a way to the coffee shop without using a compass.
And I'm Marcus. I'm going to stay here and watch the horizon flatten itself out. To all you listeners out there, if you wake up tomorrow and your bedroom window is facing a different mountain, don't worry, it's still the same sky. You're just seeing it from a new perspective.
Keep your anchors heavy, your coffee dark, and your secrets buried deep. Good night, Overtake. We'll see you next week. If the calendar hasn't folded itself into a Saturday.
The GPS is spinning and the sky turned black. You're driving on a road that won't lead you back. The mailbox is moved and the water's gone dry. Don't look too long at the moon in the sky. Analog secrets and digital trends. The static is crawling in front of your head. You're drifting down to the dead zone. Dead zone. Where the seeds of the night are sown. You're drifting down to the dead zone. Dead zone.
966 on your radio dial. Stay for a minute or stay for a while.